any of this sound familiar? Clean yourself up first, heal quietly, come back when you're whole. You might recall this from either growing up in the church or in religion. But when we look at Jesus, we see something very different. He doesn't avoid pain, he doesn't avoid our wounds. He doesn't wait for people to be whole. He moves toward pain with compassion and dignity. Today, we're going to look at three encounters that shows this heart of Jesus. And if you've ever wondered whether your pain disqualifies you from grace, this is for you. One of the most striking things about Jesus is not just what he teaches, but where he goes. He consistently moves towards people carrying shame, bodies carrying pain, and lives pushed to the side. He doesn't minimize our wounds or our suffering. He shows up. Let's begin at an unlikely place, a well. John 4 tells us that Jesus had to go through Samaria. This alone is surprising. Jews did not travel through Samaria if they could avoid it, and Jesus could have avoided it. And Jewish men certainly didn't stop to talk with a Samaritan woman, yet Jesus stops. At noon, the hottest part of the day, we have this woman coming by herself to the well. She's not interested in Jesus. She's not looking for him. Jesus initiates the conversation. He breaks boundaries between male and female, between chosen and rejected, between holy and unclean. As one theologian puts it, Jesus' journey to Samaria and his conversation with the woman demonstrate that the grace of God is available to all. What's so beautiful here is this. Jesus knows the worst things about her life, and he still moves towards her. He doesn't shame her, he doesn't criticize her, but he offers her living water. Sam Alberry says it this way. We sometimes think if people really knew me, they wouldn't love me. But Jesus really knows us, and yet he moves towards us in grace. And the Samaritan woman, she becomes a witness. It becomes a model of growing faith. She goes into the village and she tells everyone about this Jesus, about what God knew about her. Jesus notices her. And this noticing, it changes everything. In Mark 5, Jesus is on his way somewhere important, but there's a crowd pressing in, there's a schedule, there's a mission, and then he stops. He knew something was wrong, something had happened. A woman who had been bleeding for 12 years reaches out and touches his cloak. She's been excluded, she's been declared unclean, living in social isolation. And Jesus does not keep walking. He doesn't continue to his mission. He stops in this moment to look for her. He doesn't scold her for touching, doesn't scold her for interrupting, but he calls her. He calls her daughter. He restores her dignity as a person, not just her body. Jesus doesn't treat pain as an inconvenience. In Matthew 11, 28 through 30, Jesus says something radical here. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Notice what he doesn't say. He doesn't say, come when you're stronger, come when you have answers, come when you're healed, come when you're better. He says, come tired, come worn down, come as you are. Jesus doesn't avoid pain. He doesn't avoid our wounds. He makes himself available to it. He makes himself available to us. Consider this. Where have you assumed you needed to fix yourself before coming to Jesus? What would it feel like to believe that Jesus moves toward you, not away? Because the version of Jesus we believe in shapes how safe we feel in bringing our whole selves to him. If Jesus avoids our pain, we're going to hide our pain. But if Jesus moves towards pain with compassion and if he comes toward us and notices us, we can finally tell the truth. We can feel safe and ready to bring our full selves to him. And that's where healing begins. And this is the Jesus we are rediscovering in Jesus' playbook. A Jesus who notices the overlooked, dignifies the wounded, and moves toward pain with love, with compassion. If this resonates with you, I want you to know that you don't have to explore this alone. We have a free community called the Ravens Collective. It's a space for the outcasts, skeptics, and seekers to talk honestly about faith, healing, and Jesus. And we would love for you to join us. The link is below. I'm so glad that you have joined us this time, and I hope to see you in our Facebook group. You are welcome here.